Okay, everyone, I will be making my son a bow tie for school tomorrow. They're having bow tie and tutu Tuesday. So this is the pattern that I have made myself. It's not quite even, but once I cut it out and everything, I can match it up. So what you gotta do is pick the color cloth you want, and then you can make you a pattern or you can look one up online, but I just use the one that I have. You pin the pattern down to your cloth. Make sure it's even. Don't mind my little painted looking table. It's it's messy. Okay, grab my scissors. Hope you guys can see that. Okay, and you want to make sure it's as flat as possible. You want to cut it out. And because it's not as, my pattern is not as even, I kind of know how to cut it. You guys, I am not good at cutting, so I always have to match it up. Yeah, okay. So you just fold and do away with the extra. Oh, you know what? We need these extra pieces. Okay. This here is going to be for my middle part. So what I would do is just cut that out. I kind of eyeball it. Don't know measurements. Don't quote me on cutting. And what we're going to do is press this and press this. Detach this from your pattern. Put your pattern to the side. And we're going to press it. Okay, you guys, what I am going to do, I am going to press my cloth. I'm going to press my cloth. I'm going to press the bow tie, the big one first. I got my pressure set on 320. Whatever preferred temperature you guys like, just to get it flattened. Get all the wrinkles out. See? Good enough. I got one big crease in there, but that's good. Sit that to the side. Okay, let's work with this little piece first. Don't tear that. Cut that off. I don't have good scissors, y'all. Okay, this piece we're gonna flatten. We don't have to do that long. But what we are gonna do is fold it into threes. And how big, how wide to cut this middle piece all depends on how you want the middle of your bow tie to look. So we're gonna do it like a hot dog, 3 parts. You can fold it like this, find your middle if you like, or you can just eyeball it. But you just want to make sure you get it as even. I like to overlap it more than half. That way it'll be like this. I like it like that. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna hold it down and you're gonna press it. I like to press it halfway first so it won't move. Get that. Now I can press the whole thing down. have our middle piece. Now we're gonna move back to our actual bow tie piece. These little strings, you won't see them. They'll be in the inside. But if you like, you can cut them off. Okay, this is what I was talking about when I said because you want your bow even. So you want to match it up. And the little part that is not equal, just cut it. So you can get them both. So you can get them even. So you want that to meet up as well. So you see that? It's uneven. It's uneven. So what I would do is just cut it. Cut it until it's all even. That way, you know, both sides are even. And it may be a little jagged, but you won't see it. So I didn't have to trim that much. It's even. Okay. Okay, you guys. Forgot to tell you this. You need a piece of interfacing. I don't know if you can see it, but one side would have like a glossy look and one side would be dull. The glossy is what you want to adhere to the cloth, okay? Okay, you guys. I pressed this together. I forgot to hit record, sorry. But what you would do, you would lay your cloth on the shiny area, on the shiny part. If you have some what is called interfacing, read the directions so you will know which side you need to put against your cloth so it won't be showing. I mean, so it won't, so to stick. This right here, you won't see it. Once you make it anyway, you can cut it off. Choose to or not, either one. I'm just gonna trim it a little bit. Okay. So let's fold it in half. The interfacing is gonna make it sturdy. Fold it in half. Now the crease that you folded in half, you want to meet this in the middle. You want to meet the two sides in the middle to make sure it is even. You did the crease in the middle to make sure that you're gonna put these two smack dab in the middle, okay? Smack dab, okay? So once you get it even, make sure, be careful, don't get those fingers on this press. I like to do a little press on the edge first so I can make sure it's gonna stay in place. So once I do it, the whole thing, it'll already be, look, kind of staying in place. Okay. And it's hot, you guys, so be careful. You want to fold it in half again. And what I like to do is turn it around so you won't have to keep trying to avoid those fingertips. Hold it. Press firmly. Make that crease. You can see every time you put the heat on it, turn a little darker. Now you need this. You need that crease so you can get the middle, right? I'm gonna fold that into here. I'm gonna fold that into here. And you want it to be in the middle. That's why we're making the fold and making that crease. so you can always get it equal. Now, and to put some creases over here, to put this down, we're gonna bring it together, get those corners, that one didn't work, but yeah, this one's gonna work. Get those corners, try to keep that down. Okay. There we go. Now, see that? This is the start of our bow tie. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna glue those areas. So be right back. I hope you guys can see. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a little bit of glue, and I have Gorilla Glue just to keep these little flaps from moving while you're trying to work them, because you won't be putting this back on the press. I suggest you do it after you press, because once you press, it's gonna make that that hot glue bleed through. You don't want that. You just want to fold those edges. Now what I do, I used to put a line of glue here. I don't do that because you want to do that fold. So I'm just going to put a dot here, dot there, dot here, dot there. Just like this and just like this. And it should just fall in place because you already ironed it. So it'll be cool. So just little dot on each side. See? Okay. Get all of that. Hot glue gun screen. It aggravates me, y'all. Okay. Now, we're going to have to glue this as well. We're going to glue one side. And we don't have to put any interfacing on this because it's just the middle part. You don't need that to be firm. But we're going to glue this side down because this is the side that we're going to glue. We're going to trim that little bit off right there. I still have some glue there, so I'm good. Now, we have this elastic. I measured it around my son's head already. I usually do it with ribbon so he can just tie it around his neck. But I'm trying something new because I just want him to be able to pull it off and put it on while he's at school if he don't want to wear it anymore. Don't have to worry about him asking someone to untie it. So we're going to try this. I haven't figured out in my head how I'm going to do this yet, but we'll figure it out together. So, for one, this is me. You can fold this any way you like, but I'm just going to make a regular bow fold. So, for one, I like to fold it in half like a hot dog. And then forward, you want the back showing. You want the back showing on both. And then you just fold this back to meet here. Okay? And you have this. And then you're going to fold this back to meet the other side. You want to straighten it out. Hold it. See how it looks? Make it the way you want it. I think that's perfect. I think it turned out great. They look equal on each side. So what I do is where it meet it in the back, I just put hot glue there, put hot glue there, smush it together. Hot glue, it get hot, but I'm used to it, whatever. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Since I'm using Gorilla Glue, it really won't be that bad. This is what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna put a dot. I'm gonna put a dot in the middle. It's okay if it squirt out a little bit because you're gonna wrap that part up anyway. So you can take an alligator clip. It'll hold it for you. Just sit it there. Now, I figured out what I'm gonna do with this. I am going to, on the back, I'm just gonna glue them down. Just gonna glue them down. Like this. I'm gonna glue them down like this. And I'm gonna overlap them a little bit because actually I'm gonna do them just like this. I'm gonna put a little glue right there. And you guys can see. And I'm just gonna lay them here. Ooh. I'm gonna lay that there. Letting it dry. I measured, like I said earlier, before he went to bed, I measured this around his neck, and I gave it like maybe an inch and a half extra wiggle room so it won't be just snug tight, because it is just for school, so it don't have to be as tight. I'm gonna put a little dab of glue right there just to like give it this extra thing here. I don't know, I just feel like that will work. I don't know, we'll see once he get it on in the morning. And I also take a picture of him, you guys, with it on. He'll still have on his school uniform, so it won't be nothing fancy. So we let that dry a little bit. And then all of this is gonna get covered up. So this is what it looks like. Okay, the two pieces. And you don't want the two pieces in the back because you want him to be able to just slip it over his head. So this should be dry. The piece that we glued down, we're gonna use that as our bottom. And that's gonna be our bottom piece. Look at that, look how cute. Me, you want to keep playing with this till you get it where you want it. That looked perfect to me, actually. That looks perfect. You just keep playing with it. Okay. So you make sure you get this out of the way. Put it in the back. Put it in the back. Get it out of the way. You take this. Is this the end that we? Yeah. You take this and you glue. I hope you guys can see this. You glue this part here. And you want to, don't get burned, but hold it down firmly. This, y'all, if y'all not using Gorilla hot glue gun, hot glue stick, you ain't doing nothing, because that Gorilla hot glue stick is off the chain. So I like to wrap mine twice. If you get a kick out of doing it 3 times, then hey, do it 3 times. But and you don't have to pull it tight. You could pull it loose. It all depends on how you want it to look. So this is what I do. Now remind you, you still have this piece here. So once you make it long enough where you can wrap it twice. Now here, you want to cut it short enough, because not like a hair bow, you don't want it to show. So I kind of cut it really short so I can fold it enough and hide it here, if that makes sense. So now that's why I didn't bother to glue the other side first, because you still was gonna have to cut it. So now glue that. Cut those extra little pieces off. You're not gonna see them in the way, but that's just me. You fold it down. You fold it down so it look clean and crisp. And you glue it again. And you hold it down like that until it sticks. And there you have it. Your pretty little bow tie. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.